Hello, guys. It's me, John Avenger, once again. Welcome to the month of March. Movies that you've never heard of month. Yes, movies that are lesser known that you probably have never heard of or never seen. And we're starting with a 2001 erotic thriller starring Kari Wuhrer, one of the sexiest actresses I've ever seen. Poison. Kids, this is not a review for you, so let the adults watch this video. Don't let anybody under 18 watch this video because there will be some content here that will not be for kids. So, especially the art cover, it looks like 50 Shades of Grey. Evil comes in many forms. Yes, even a gorgeous woman like Kari Wuhrer. Let's read the synopsis, shall we? In the vein of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle and fraught with mystery and edge of your seat suspense, Kari Wuhrer Poison tells the darkly insidious story of the Garrett household and their descent into a hellish world of sexual malice and physical terror. Seeking revenge for her husband's death, he committed suicide and ingratiates herself with the Garretts under the guise of a caring housekeeper. Once she gains their trust, Anne begins to wreak havoc upon them. Seduction and malice are heavy weapons as she attempts to eliminate everyone who she believes is responsible. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's the synopsis of Poison. And it's pretty decent. It's not horrible. Like, it got a 4.1 on IMDb, but its direct to video wasn't exactly something that was well known, like Basic Instinct. But it is better than Basic Instinct 2. Yeah, Barbara Crampton is in the movie. Michael Cavanagh and Larry Poindexter are in the cast. Directed by Jay Andrews. It's pretty short. It's only 92 minutes long, so it's not 2 hours long. Like Basic Instinct, I think, is way too long. On IMDb, it's called Thy Neighbor's Wife, but that's another name for it. And there's some sexy images in the movie. I mean, Carrie Wuhrer, or actually Jim Wynorski directed this movie. He just used the pseudonym Jay Andrews. And I know you've heard of him. He's basically a schlock B movie director. He's done a lot of stuff from the 80s and the 90s and what else? Let me see. He started in 1984. Yeah, he did Chopping Mall. So I guess you people have heard of that one. He did Deathstalkers 2, Sorority House Massacre 2, 976 Evil 2, a bunch of like adult films. That's why Carrie Wuhrer looks so sexy in this movie. I mean, look at that. Look at that. She was also in Sharknado too, if in case you guys been wondering. Yeah, he's a schlocky producer and director, but he's a better director than someone like Uwe Boll, where he's 90% of his movies are horrendous. And the film goes at a fast pace. There's some nudity in it, a little bit of nudity. So again, keep the kiddies away. Don't let them watch this. There's some blood. There's some violence. There's some scary imagery. And Carrie Wuhrer plays the role really well. Like, she knows what she's doing. She can act. It's not like if Kristen Stewart did a movie like this, I would just be fall asleep. Sean O'Bannon wrote the movie with Wynorski. He wrote Inferno with Don the Dragon Wilson. He wrote a couple of other things, Maximum Revenge, a bunch of stuff that you've never heard of, stuff that I have never heard of too. And he does a good job because the Carrie Wuhrer, you buy her. She seems like she's a woman that can fool you. She's one of the ultimate temptress in this film. And if you've never seen this, it's easy to find on DVD if you got an Amazon account. There's the insert. These are some other. This is the insert. And let me read this thing about Jim Wynorski. Look what he says. One of the great things about being a director is that each assignment brings another story to tell. Yeah, if you have a story to tell. New faces, new locations, new characters. In the case of Kari Wuhrer's Poison, I thought the script had enough twists and turns to make it both a sensual, definitely, and thrilling movie. And with the inclusion of beautiful Kari Wuhrer, always beautiful, she will always be beautiful, in the lead role, I knew it was going to be a slam dunk. Shot primarily in Beverly Hills over a 3-week period in December, the film has a small ensemble cast, including soap opera Barbara Crampton, who appeared in my first film, Shopping Mall, back in 1985, who always gives her 100%. Yeah, she's always good to watch, to make the film an erotically charged tale of deceit and perverted revenge. One of the things that interested me most about the script was the prolonged combat scene in the rain. Yeah, better than freaking Rise of Skywalker, because this is a low budget, not a bunch of $200 million CGI fest, which forms the frenetic conclusion of the picture. I knew it would be difficult to film, but I think the result was well worth the effort. But both Carrie and star Jeff Tracta, he's the one of the guys in it, were real troopers to get out of there in the wet and cold and put on some such a hectic fight. Yeah, a man against a woman, and there's no agendas. Wow, somebody pinch me. So sit back and get ready for the ultimate battle of wills. I hope you enjoyed watching the picture as much as I enjoyed cashing the check for directing it. Jay Andrews, Jim Wynorski. At least he knows what he's doing. This is the other insert in the movie. This is another insert of other films that you never heard of. In the back, you have Bound with Jennifer Tilly, Far From Home with Matt Fewer and Drew Barrymore, Second Skin with Natasha Henstridge, Slow Burn, Lust, Greed, and Betrayal with Minnie Driver. I skipped that one. Amber Smith and Tell Me No Lies, and Shannon Elizabeth and Seamless. See, beautiful women can be deadly and be good actors. Again, go screw yourself, episode 9. You don't even have any good actors. You have nothing. All you have is a bunch of CG and a story that has no direction. So, that's my first review, Poison. You see this movie, it's worth your time. It's got a lot of thrills. It's a lot better than freaking Fantasy Island that came out earlier this year. And Jim Wynorski, I'm glad he did that insert because he knew what he was making, guys. It's schlock. It's not something high art. This isn't freaking an Oscar bait movie like 1917 or Parasite or even Joker. I mean, it's not. It's an exploitation movie, but in from the early 2000s. And unlike 50 Shades, they go all the way with this mostly, and it's shorter. It's not 2 hours long of nothing. And Kari Wuhrer is always worth your time. I mean, look at that gorgeous face. She'll always be hot. If I met her at a Comic Con or something, I would say, "Mwah, your work is always a treat for me as a man, as a heterosexual man." Yeah, just to let you know, guys out there, because I already came out a long time ago with that. But anyway, that's my first review of March, Poison. See it. It's worth a watch, at least once. If you can find it online, it's worth a watch. Thanks for watching. Take care. And I'll see you guys in my next review for March. Movies you've never heard of. Later, guys.